Here's a quick video just to take you through some of the post-imaging tasks. So the first thing you want to just be aware of, if you get your computer back at the end of the day versus the beginning of the day, you're going to want to make sure that you sign in before taking it home. After that first sign in, your login times not only will be much quicker, but you'll be able to log in when you're off site. The very first thing we're going to go ahead and set are our trackpad settings. So I'm going to click the Windows icon in the lower right hand corner, and I'm going to search touchpad, and I'm going to look for touchpad settings. There we go. And in the touchpad settings, there's all kinds of things that you can choose, but I'm just going to hit on some of the ones that are typically more typical. A lot of you like to have your mouse pad like a Mac, where it's a single button. If you like that single button, go ahead and uncheck that box. I prefer that as well. Also, depending on how you like your two-finger scroll, by default the scroll motion is up. I personally prefer it to go down. Again, it's all personal preference, but you can go through here and change the ones you want. Again, this one and this one are the two most common. There is no save button on this, so all you have to do is close out of the window and you're all done with that. The next thing to do is go ahead and set up your fingerprint. Again, I'm going to click the Windows icon down in the corner, and I'm going to type finger, and I'm going to choose set up fingerprint sign in. And down here under the Windows Hello section, underneath fingerprint, I'm going to click setup, and it takes me through the wizard. I'm going to click get started. And I'm just going to go through the wizard as it asks me to lift and release my finger. Then it asks you to do other angles. So again, just follow the instructions in the wizard. It asks you to set up a PIN. First, we're going to verify the account with your regular password, and now you can put in the PIN. It does want 6 digits. Need an extra digit. And click OK. If you want to add an additional finger so that you can log in with another fingerprint, you can click add another and go through the wizard again. Again, no save button, just close the window and you're all good to go. The next thing we're going to do is sign into Google Chrome. So I'm going to go ahead and start up Google Chrome. And when you go to Google Chrome for the first time, a lot of times there's a blue sign in button at the bottom. If that's not there, we can click the icon at the top here and click sign into Chrome. I'm going to enter our full email address. Press next. Our password. Press next. It's going to prompt you and ask if you want to create a new profile or link the data. Just go ahead and say link the data. And that's it. You're now into Chrome. You click that and you know your name is now up here. If you click on that, you'll see your school email address is up there. At that point, you can close Chrome. You're all signed into Chrome. Now let's talk about Google Drive, which is now Google File Stream. We're going to get that set up. So I'm going to click the start button and I'm going to search for Drive File Stream, and you can see it pops up there. I'm going to click on this. Unlike the old Google Drive where it synced everything, this brings your files down on demand. So I'm going to enter in my full email address, press next, my password, press next. Get a little window down here that says it's loading. This is the icon that it now looks like for FileStream. Eventually what it will do is pop up a little wizard that you can go through, and it just takes you through an opening introduction to FileStream. Just gives you some information that you can go through. To get to your Google Drive and FileStream, I'm going to go ahead and click the yellow File Explorer at the bottom. You'll see that on the side I can click on this PC, and then Google FileStream actually shows up as a drive. So same place where your home drive is, Google file stream is now there. If I double click on that, I can now go to my drive and I can see my drives. Now, everything is on demand, so if you want to be able to take this, say on a trip in the car and work on a file, you'll need to bring the files offline. So any particular folder or file, you can right click, choose drive file stream, and you can say available offline or online only, but you would choose available offline if you wanted it to be available when you're not connected to the internet. Next, we're going to go ahead and set up our email. So I'm going to click Start. I'm going to search for Outlook. I'm going to click on Outlook. It's going to prompt you for your credentials. Check the box to say remember my credentials. You see it already put in my full email address. All I need to enter is my password. Click OK, and it will take it from there. Depending on how much stuff you have in your mailbox, it can take a little bit of time for all of the mail and calendar items to come down, but give it some time and it will completely sync. By default, it goes to the focused inbox. I personally do not like that. It causes me to lose items. To change that, I'm going to click the All drop-down button and I'm going to turn off focused inbox. The other thing I don't like is to turn on conversations. I have that turned off, but if you like conversations, you can turn those on there as well. The last thing I want to show you is how can you get additional icons pinned down here to the bottom to your taskbar, such as Outlook. Again, I'm going to click the Windows icon. I'm going to search for Outlook. I'm going to right-click Outlook, and I'm going to say Pin to Taskbar. And now that icon is down there for a single click in order to open up. And that's it. Your computer's now ready to go after post-imaging. A few little tasks to do to get you back up and running.